The climate change and Zika, a parlous combination. Our main topic is how environmental factors like climate change are involved in the epidemic public health emergency Zika. Zika is a disease caused by a virus transmitted primarily by Aedes mosquitoes.
Introduction. Global warming in the last century has been increasing significantly, reaching the point in which the world is suffering dramatic changes affecting the ecosystems. Climate change is no longer some far-off problem. It is happening here, it is happening now. Barack Obama. Scientists have assured that due to climate change, the range and speed of the life cycle of mosquitoes that carries these viruses is going to increase rapidly. The population growth of mosquitoes have caused birth defects and side effects in human health, a total health risk.
Considering different points of view and according to the information we have studied, we decided as a team that our main posture is pro. We actually believe that climate change is an environmental factor that is involved in the presence of epidemic public health emergency Zika. Climate change and health. Is there a link with the Zika virus and climate change? About our thesis statement, considering our main posture, our thesis is that climate change is an environmental factor that can be involved in the presence of epidemic public health emergency Zika.
One of the main reasons that we think climate change is linked with viruses such as Zika is because viruses such as Zika are created when the temperature rises above the average. As we know, this is continuously happening in our world thanks to climate change and the effects that this is having in our environment. Something that we all know is that mosquitoes are present in the whole world. But experts such as Lucy Cormack have talked about the fact that in regions in which there's a high possibility for mosquitoes like viruses are those where they have increasing high temperatures, and this has been mainly been spreading around the world thanks to climate change. The temperatures are rising. Benjamin H. tells us in his journal The Effect of Climate Change on Skin Disease in North America that the global temperatures are continuing to rise, reaching new highs every year, and while the causes are undetermined and debated, climate change is a reality. And these type of viruses are starting because our planet is warming up. The third link between climate change and Zika is that changes in temperature affect the lifespan, the offspring, and how many people mosquitoes, such as the one carrying the Zika virus, bite people spreading the virus. This is because climate change, since we now know that this is the factor that is affecting our global temperatures. Justin Giles talked about one of the factors that the global warming has changed in the way of the reproduction of mosquitoes. With the continuous increase of heat in the environment, it's harder to control how the mosquitoes develop, since they increase their development, making them go faster from egg form to adult form, thus they can spread their viruses faster. Another thing that climate change also affects in the mosquitoes is the fact that they increase the rate at which female mosquitoes have the urge to bite people, making them spread the virus faster. These two factors are the key in the creation and the spread of viruses such as Zika, and they come from climate change. Now, another reason that we can link climate change to the Zika virus is the fact that viruses such as this one are more likely to occur with changing rainfall and humidity, which are being caused more and more frequently every day thanks to the climate change that is happening around our world. According to Dr. Harley, who has studied viruses such as dengue, these viruses can be associated with changing rainfall, daily temperature, and humidity. He has also stated that through his own research in dengue, he has found equal associations in the conditions as such as one in which Zika was spread, such as the evaporation of water and humidity. We have now talked about Zika and how it originates, but now we need to talk about the effects it has on us, the main one being microcephaly. According to Bill McKibben, in his article Climate Change and Zika, he said that microcephaly is an incurable birth defect that may result in intellectual disabilities, seizures, and reduced life expectancy. Now we can understand and see that climate change is linked with viruses such as Zika, and that it has caused that there are more prominent changes regarding rainfall and humidity, thus increasing the conditions in which viruses such as Zika can be spread. This has affected us because it has caused the spread of incurable defects such as microcephaly.
El Niño is a natural phenomenon that human being has known about it for almost a decade. The Zika virus is just one of the many indirect causes that El Niño provokes. This event occurs irregularly every 3 or 7 years, causing the temperature to increase naturally. Refutation. El Niño. When this phenomenon is happening, the winds are weaker and goes from west to east, so the warm water accumulates in the Pacific Ocean in South America, and it causes unusual patterns of temperature and precipitation. El Niño is known as a natural event that causes different phenomena, such as the warming of water in the Pacific Ocean and the center, a significant change in rainfall, and an incrementation in temperatures worldwide. These factors help indirectly to the population growth of mosquitoes. The world may know, nowadays the planet is suffering terrible changes due to the damage the humans have been doing in the last decade. While the problem keeps accumulating, so does the causes of these environmental problems, such as the one of climate change, are also increasing and are more remarkable. The climate change is affecting biological processes, causing them to increase, decrease, or even disappear from the natural environment, which in long-term period it affects the human health, breathing problems, disease, deformations, and many other problems in human health.